before I can get out a chuckle. Quit playing! I knew inciting a teen fashion faux pas, even in the privacy of our own home, would flip his switch. I've been yelling for you since last year, but you can't hear me with that noise banging so loud in your ears. And ooh-wee, son, I swear to God, you are funky as a donkey. My assessment of his aroma is met with a practiced eye roll. Do you know where my sneakers are? Darius leans over, attacking me in an enveloping hug, knowing my head is going right in his armpit. I never pushed away his hugs when he was little, but as mother to a teenage son, the hormones meeting high heat is too much. I wriggle away for self-preservation, but he holds tighter, laughing at my lockdown. What? Darius feigns innocence. You're always saying I don't show you enough affection. I swat his behind and repeat my question. Have you seen my sneakers or not? Yeah, they're right outside the back door. You left them there after weeding yesterday. When you finish pulling down my sweaters, hose out the compost bin in the kitchen. It smells almost as bad as you. I wink at Darius, the great love of my life, and head down the hall and out the back door. There my sneakers are, right where Darius remembers I left them. I've been at war all summer with the slugs in my vegetable garden. I'm locked in a brutal battle in the dark underbelly of gardening, struggling to protect my turf and my turnips. Some nights I'm out here at midnight, headlamp on, drowning the slugs in a concoction of Budweiser and salt when they least expect it. The internet swears it will work, and I'm not going to stop the beer boarding until it does. I peek in my Nikes to make sure none of those nasty wigglers have crawled inside. Lacing up my shoes, I see Judy has moved 3 houses down and is talking someone's ear off. So I take the few extra minutes I gained to pull my recycle and trash bins to the edge of my driveway for tomorrow's pickup. Jiggering them into their proper place in an effort not to block the sidewalk, I see my newish neighbor, Noa Abrams, seated on her front porch next door. My grandma Birdie used to call me Nose Retta, a not-so-subtle hint at my tendency to always be underfoot, in the mix, overstepping my bounds and on her last nerve. Curiosity ain't got a chance to kill the cat, she would say, exasperated. Marjette is always around as a witness. When the Abramses moved in a little less than a year ago, I fought my lifelong impulse to immediately sniff out their story and friend up. You don't become a kindergarten teacher by being aloof and uninterested in other people's business. You become a teacher because people are your business. To say it's been a concerted, if wholly unnatural, effort to mind my own affairs when it comes to the Abramses would be an understatement, but I'm holding firm to my conviction. At first glance, the day the moving truck arrived, I had no reason to dislike the Abramses. I didn't know them from any other professional-looking, white starter family fresh from living in San Francisco. So many of them were moving across the Bay Bridge to Oakland in search of more space. Just like my grandmother warned me not to be nosy, she also warned me not to become friends with people too quickly because most likely I wouldn't end up liking them later, and then I'd be stuck. And white people as friends? Well, that was never a likely scenario, given Birdie's experience in rural Oklahoma. Not surprisingly, my grandmother didn't have many friends. Besides, these days, every white woman is dying to find herself a black friend. It's like we're this decade's must-have accessory. Every lady might be clamoring for a brown-skinned bestie, but I've never been one to submit to trends. Also, I'd been burned by my previous neighbor. Being a collector of people and self-appointed fixer of their woes, I failed to heed Birdie's lesson over and over, but had